A year of Russian full-scale war against Ukraine changed Ukrainian society and rallied the state. Many opinion polls showed a record confidence of Ukrainians in the armed forces and in state institutions, as well as the unwillingness of citizens to compromise with Russia, and vice versa, the desire to fight the enemy. Ukrainians began to massively join the volunteer movement. They help oppose the military on the front line and people from the recently deoccupied territories.
We love Ukraine. We live on our own land, so we will not give up. Our girls have lost everything. They lost their homes, businesses. They were left without anything, but they did not lay down their hands and continued to work. They have been helping other people since the first day of the war.
And they also collect money to fight the enemy. Let's recall the record money gatherings of volunteers. For example, for Bayraktar TB2 drones for the armed forces of Ukraine, people collected $15 million in just 3 days. This is a project about how cool Ukrainians are, a project about dignity. This is a project about how we have proved to ourselves and to the whole world that there is nothing impossible for Ukrainians. At that time, this gathering surprised drone manufacturers so much that they simply donated the drones to Ukraine, and with the money raised, the volunteers bought a satellite that they use for reconnaissance. Examples like these are drawing more attention from the West to Ukraine, and Ukrainian diplomats only help to maintain this interest. For example, in 2017, the Ukrainian Institute was founded. Even during a full-scale Russian invasion, the institute is actively working and functioning in the direction of spreading Ukrainian soft power in the international arena. This year, for example, it was possible to open representative offices of the Ukrainian Institute in Berlin to improve knowledge and understanding of Ukrainian-German society and popularize Ukrainian culture in Germany. This is what is called soft power in diplomacy, the ability to establish contact with other states and influence them through culture, and not through military or economic pressure. For example, the recent flash mob of Ukrainians in social networks, Free the Leopards, which even foreign citizens joined, helped to achieve the supply of the latest tanks to Ukraine. The cooperation of Ukrainian performers with Western stars can also be attributed to soft power. An example is Andriy Khlyvnyuk, who has been defending Ukraine since the first day of the Russian invasion. With a weapon in his hands, he sang the song Oi u luzі червона калина in the center of Kyiv, and a few months later he recorded a joint video for this song with the world-famous band Pink Floyd.
Ukraine is no longer a blank page for the whole world. The extraordinary courage of Ukrainians, as well as powerful strategic communications efforts in the country, have changed the perception of Ukraine around the world. We have no doubt that with the support of our partners, Ukraine is winning this war. We know that the image of Ukraine will strengthen in the coming years, and the world will learn about all the incredible things that Ukraine has to offer: agricultural or military technologies, DIA or our creative solutions and unique experience in other areas. Maria Lipetska, head of Brand Ukraine, in the organization's report.
Several countries have already become interested in Ukrainian DIA, a digital platform for interaction between a person and the state. At least 5 countries want to develop their own platform based on the Ukrainian DIA. These are several countries of Europe, Asia and Africa. In fact, it becomes such a certain element of diplomacy. This is a product that sells itself. This is a brand of Ukraine. This is a reputation. This is the development of our political influence. Mikhailo Fedorov, Minister of Digital Transformation of Ukraine, in an interview with Radio Liberty. Kremlin propaganda has been convincing the West and Europe for decades that Ukraine is an exclusively agrarian country, and the best science and technology are in Moscow. And now these stereotypes are collapsing, and the West is set up for long-term cooperation with Kyiv. This allows you to gain new allies in the international arena, and also with the help of the citizens of those countries, Ukraine receives important elements of assistance in the form of economic and financial influences, as well as military ones. Therefore, we can say that soft power to some extent contributes to the acquisition of power by Ukraine, even in military terms, and it allows us to accelerate the victory of our state over the Russian aggressor. Reported by Pavel Shtelmach, Ksenia Barvinenko, UATV News.